This is Gwathorn's Games, and in this completionist run I'm doing the deeds for the Trollshaws, including the Angle of Mythythel. And I'm just going to put in the video here, instead of speeding it all up to ×4, I'm just going to show you the last few kills for each deed. So Wolves Thirst, and I'm in that area in the Trollshaws where there's a undead wolf or something like that at the end. But this is the, there we go. That's just achieved that deed, and they are all at the advanced level of Slayer deed. So once they're done, they're done. I'll be going back and forth between the main Trollshaws and the Angle of Mythythel because I'm just doing them in the order that I can get them done quickest. See, some have been partially achieved through questing and some hardly at all. It is a repeatable quest for taking down trolls. But this is trolls in the Trollshaws. I don't think there's any trolls in the Angle of Mythythel. This is at Nantornaeth, up in the north of the Trollshaws, where, or I should say the northeast, where I've got my campfire set. It's just around the corner from that. So that's 2 of them done. Now, I think this is at the angle. Oh yes, I went out and in again to, I'm waiting for respawns on this. This is the undead in the angle. There are no whites in the Angle of Mythythel, only these ghosts. So it was not possible to do 2 deeds at once. Defeat many of the dead. I've just got 2 more, so this hail of arrows should finish it. There we are. Between videos, I just did all the repetitive stuff up until there were not many to do in each category. Now these are orcs or orc kind in the angle. They're also in a fort, but this one is better because there are so many of them. By the time you've taken them all out, they're respawning. So I just had to go around, and I've got Slayer deeds accelerated. So when it says on the right there that I've got 10 to go, it's really 5 to go, and that's where I'm starting each of these clips. So there goes the last orc. 4 to go. One of them I achieved off camera because it sneaked up on me. There was one for beasts in the angle, and I was doing other things, and there happened to be enough, mostly the lynxes, the moor stalkers, in the way. Now this is the heights way above Ekad Candleth in the Trollshaws. Yeah, where Sarlag hangs out. One of the 2 worm bosses. But this area contains both worms and crawlers. And if I just go round and round this kind of circular pool, I can just keep going until I've achieved it, but I was concentrating on worms first. And there's one crawler. I leave the quest, the repeat quest for them unfulfilled, so that they're highlighted with, there goes the worm deed. Yeah, they're highlighted with rings over their heads because crawlers are hard to see till you get up close. So 3 to go. Now this is like a quest that I stumbled upon. That's a good thing for this completionist run. I found these footprints right up high above the river. Hard place to get to. And it just sends me further and further along the bank. But now I'm looking for some more crawlers around the river. Now I'm back up at that pool, trying to finish the crawler deed, fighting as few worms as possible, just for time reasons. Crawler, and there we go. Enough crawlers. So we move on. Whites are also near this same camp, but I moved on to Cantor. Oh yes, I'm just turning in that quest that I just stumbled upon. So I've got whites and evil men in the angle left. So here's whites in the heights above Nantornaeth. There was a quest here going through these and going towards a boss even higher up. But I just need a few more of these. Right, 116 really means there's 2 to go. So again, I'll finish it off with a hail of arrows. There we go. Didn't even need the third one. Evil men in the angle left. So that's a particular fort to the south of the angle. There's one deed I'm not going to do because this is a solo completionist run. I don't do fellowship quests or deeds. And the last hunting quest is for giants. And that's in Giants Valley, and that is a fellowship area. And they're fellowship creatures. I probably would have succeeded in doing it with a solo character, but it would have taken enormously long to bring each one down. And I hadn't even begun the lower level one. So after doing about something like 60 or 80 of them, it then would have told me to get another 120 or 160. Just not tenable. Evil men. Here we go. Right, new phase. No longer doing deeds, but back to doing quests in Evendim at Ost Forod. There's plenty of quests here. Setting the new milestone, but we're back to ×4 speed, of course. So there's 2 rounds of quests to get from a certain group of people here. You've got to do them all before you can start doing the second round, because it's structured with a parent quest. There's some other odds and ends. Yeah, I came back here. Yeah, that was where you have to avoid being seen carrying this package. I skipped straight to the end of that because it was just a long walk from one place to the other once you're out the gate. Not worth seeing. So now I'm back to the other group of quests. So I've got tomb robbers to take down, but I'm also heading towards a place full of bears, and I just noted then that that bear didn't count, and nor does this one. Got to get into the right zone before you can start getting 10 bears. But there are also logs of wood in the bears area. Dry kindling or something. I'm in the right zone now, and that was another quest, one that I've never done before. It followed on from carrying the package. So, heading towards 10 bears and taking the dry logs. I think the configuration of these logs has changed since I did this quest last. I didn't used to be able to do them all in a row along this part. You had to go right up to the end of the valley and turn left to find some of them. But I had no more in that direction, so I'm back here just handing in some of those quests. Now we've got bringing back, this is from that corpse. Now Robin Dunkley has another quest. Statue pieces which also come from the tomb robbers. There are actually 3 quests that involve taking out the tomb robbers in this area. Josh. My dog can hear another dog barking. Yes, they call them elk in a lot of quests, but they're really deer. They don't have the elk horns. But still going with tomb robbers at the same time. So in this little area, I'm interested in just about everything I come across. Yeah, I'm accumulating the pieces, pottery pieces from the robbers. Tomb robbing is a huge industry in Evendim. Okay. I'm starting to, I think I've got enough of them now. Right. Let's see if I can keep this dog quiet by facing him away from the window. If I let him out, they'll only bark outside. Now this is finishing off the first round of quests. So I've got to go back to the parent quest guy, and then he's given me the second round. So now I just run around until there are no more ring symbols on the minimap. Now I was able to teleport straight over to the even reels, where we've done several quests in the Eve Spires. And I used my hunter ability to go to Tinadir, to come back over here, sort out inventory, and now ride back up to Ost Forod. Now most of the second round of quests sends me north. So now he wants me to go back to the even reels, or the Eve Spires, and take out more Gorodane. But I'll leave that till after I've done this second round. What I'm doing now is doing a fast ride to Foreshell. This is Capacauta, nearest town in Foreshell, and now I take a slow ride back as the quickest way to get to the border, because I have to be right up the northern border of Evendim to do a couple of these quests. It's a fairly long ride though, through the pass. In fact, there's an epic instance that it's a session play where you're a different character, where you do some hunting of worms in this pass. But now we're back in Evendim, and I'm going to stop at this border post and start taking out more tomb robbers. Now I have to take them in two different categories. Some scouting ones. The captain was an individual quest. And there's another boss there who's got a name. So, I just finish off the rest of the tomb robbers here. Veterans and scouts. Okay, now I want to start going west as soon as possible. As soon as the terrain lets me. I managed to get up that hill. I should get enough tomb robbers while doing the other quests. There's a goblin camp and high pass to the west to do the rest of the stuff. Oh, and these white wargs I've got to take as well. And I just used rain of arrows on a bunch of boggarts, which I love doing. Right, 10 goblins I've got to get. And the Slayer Deed accelerators don't accelerate quests, which are hunting quests. So even if that's still hanging around, I've got to get the full number. And that's enough. So I want to get back out of this valley. There's another tomb robber. And I have to go up to the Western Pass. Right, another warg, another tomb robber. Right, 7 of 8. Getting close on all these things. There we are. One more warg. That's all I need. So I just need to take them out of my way. Don't need bears. Another boggart group. Excellent. And here we have the satchel of relics that I was sent for. I need another scouting tomb robber, and by convenience there was one right here. So now I've done everything except the Gorodane, so I come back to the main part of Evendim. Just hand one in at Tinadir, and the rest I'm having to ride just because the milestone's still on cooldown. I told him there are no boars, and he asked me to get bears. And of course, I know where to go for those. So this is the second round of quests being handed in. Okay, back to the parent quest person. And he says, go and see someone at Rantost. So I've got the island of Rantost to go, the Gorodane, and the bears. And I decided to do the bears first because I know where there's a thick crowd of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bears, not 10. Now I'm heading to the Eve Spires to go get Gorodane. And I can either find them at the Even Reels up north. I mean, there's another camp way over to my left, but going to the Even Reels because I know there's gorge stalkers both there and on the way up the hill here. So I may even get enough without going right into the Even Reels camp. Oh, one bear saw me. There's plenty of Gorodane on the way. Here's the river. We jump the rocks. The rocks and rills. Tribesmen, that's enough. I only want got the other ones now, the gorge stalkers. Those wolves are always hanging around here. So now I was able to milestone. So hand that in, the bears, and now Robin Dunkley wants me to talk to Callanglad. And he wants me to go to Teal Ruin and the other island. So I will do 2 islands next time. Oh yeah, this is his girlfriend, Callanglad's girlfriend, but we'll deal with her stuff later.